Hi guys, I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Nancy. I love making videos all about finance, luxury, relationships, money, business, and being an entrepreneur as a woman. I also have my brand new women only membership coming out on January 1st, 2026 at 9 a.m. The waitlist is now open. So if you are interested in joining a community to be paid, pretty, and powerful, this is the community for you. It's called Spoiled and Successful Society. We are doing weekly calls, check-ins with each other. I will also have guest speakers and mentors in there as well, learning on how we can be ready to live our dream life and get closer to that. Not only being spoiled by a man, but also being able to invest in ourselves so that we can be successful in our own way of life as well. Make sure you check out my membership and waitlist details below. The curriculum is out and it's for the entire year. If you are also new here, make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok. So today's video is something that is close to my heart. These are real life topics that us as women need to collectively be in each other's level of life. Whatever role that you are, whether you're a mom, wife, daughter, you are pulled in so many different directions. This is how I truly was able to build a soft life, but also rack in many big months for myself through my business. And I want to teach you guys all about it as well, because it's something that is so passionate about for me. And I'm always an advocate for women starting their own online businesses, because it gives you the truest type of freedom when you're able to make your own money and active income and building something for yourself, not by somebody else handing it to you or by somebody else giving it to you, but also just knowing how to make money if anything was to ever happen to anyone. These are the steps that I took to be able to build my own six-figure monthly salary or even yearly salary, depending on the year. How I also built my soft life and six-figure salary. Today, I have 4 steps for you guys that I have honed in my entire 20s learning how to do. And it's something that I have worked on for the past many years to get able to perfect it for my own routine, for my own mental health, for my own way of being. If you guys can do this in your own way, I promise you, this is the only video you'll ever need to watch when it comes to building your own soft life and real money. When you're able to actually get in front of your own routines and the things that you can do for yourself and actually get good at it, it's going to be easier for you to execute any action or anything that you want to do when it comes to you, your business, and your life. Okay, so the first step that you're going to do is time block and use your calendar. I don't know how people out here these days are not using their calendar. What are you doing? We're going into 2026. How are you not utilizing your calendar? And it's so crazy because I literally friends and family and even like students that tell me that they don't use a calendar. They just live their day-to-day life hanging out and going with the flow and knowing their schedule, like going to work, going to and from places. Like if they have a Pilates class or they have a hangout, they just know that they remember in their head. I'm like, girl, I swear, after becoming a mom, your brain like shrinks a little bit. So your memory is not clear. And I do not remember half the things that I'm supposed to do. Like if I don't have my calendar, I don't know how I'm going to operate with it. On top of that, it's like when you have 100 tabs open in your brain as a mom, there's so much to remember. Making sure that you're on top of your calendar. And one of the things that I talked about recently, I have a student right now who does volunteer work and she's still in school, but she's finishing her program to get a degree in teaching with disabled students and just being in a school where she has to get her hours in. And she's also starting her own business, and she's also just got married, and now she also has 2 cats. It's a lot to juggle, and adding kids to the mix, adding a business, adding employees, being a leader in all different sorts of your area. What we had planned was that for the next 7 days in a 24-hour span, she will write down every single thing that she's doing every single hour for 7 days. And when you guys do this, I swear you're gonna be like, where's my time going? Because when I first did this exercise with my mentor, I was looking at all the time that was wasted on doing things that could be outsourced or on doing things that I didn't need to do for myself or for my business, or that was not serving me in any way. If you guys want to try this exercise, I encourage you to do 7 days of time blocking, literally writing down every single hour of your day. How many hours do you sleep a night? How many hours do you sleep a week? What do you allocate driving? Where are you going? Like, what are you doing after work? What are you doing from 9 to 12? Like, most of the time people are on their phones. You'll realize that you're doom scrolling. You'll realize that you're just looking at random things, you're shopping, and you're wasting a lot of valuable time that you could be utilizing for yourself on things that are not going to up level or upkeep you. And if you guys can do this for yourself too, it's going to change everything for you. And that is what I also did. And I continuously do this every 1 or 2 years because I want to know where my time is going and I want to be more efficient. Us as women, we want to be more efficient, more smarter, more easier with the things that we're doing in our lives. If you guys can get into time blocking, once you realize what you're spending most of your time on, you can cut that out and then put other things that are actually going to move the needle in your business, content creating, starting a project, investing, and learning different skills. Then you can also use your calendar to put in things like reminders and big projects and things that you have to be intentional about. The second thing I did on building my soft life and six-figure salary is having my business. My business is a very lifestyle business and it has definitely a roller coaster ride. I started my business back when I was 23. I was working corporate and then I got laid off because God had other plans for me. I'm a girl who, if I never have gotten fired or laid off, I would never leave that job. And I was working at this company for over 5 years after getting my bachelor's degree and hustling for them and grinding for them. I thought I was going to retire there. Loved the company and I loved everyone that was working for it and I loved the mission and I was a part of the team. Just felt like I was being a bigger part of the picture of like growing growing the department and everything like that, if I never knew that I was gonna be pushed to the ends and laid off, I would probably still be there until this day. And that one decision that got me laid off would never be able to be in the life that I am today. It has opened so many other doors and opportunities for me that I can't even imagine. When I first started my business, I had bigger and different type of entrepreneurial thoughts. Time in my life, scale my business really high. I would want to get an IPO. I want to get acquired. I wanted to get shareholders. I wanted to bring on lots and lots and lots of different people and partners and bring in lots of revenue, like over 7 figures or 8 figures a year. Like I had those type of goals. And I think it's natural when you start a business is that you want to grow it to the furthest that you can and make the most money that you can with it and have the best run that you can possibly have and have different type of angles that you're working with. However, as I've aged and as my business has also grown, I've realized that it just is easier for me and my lifestyle to have a lifestyle business. So many creators on YouTube, Twitter that talk about what a lifestyle business is. So if you guys don't know what that is, check these creators out and check these videos out because they do a much better job explaining it than I do over the time of the course of business of making so many losses, losing millions of dollars, getting into different problematic things with employees and just like having warehouses come up and then shut down and like losing many shipments of inventory problems I've had with entrepreneurial in this business, realize and come to the solution that I love having a lifestyle business. So that is a reflection of me. And now that I'm a mom, I love being able to have your own time freedom of making the time and being intentional with the tasks that you're doing, but still making the most money that you can in your lifestyle business. So just because you have a lifestyle business does not mean you don't have a big business, but it's more of a 1 or 2 people business, team less than 5. You're not working 16 hours a day, hustling 80 hours a week. Because when I was at a point where I wanted to scale my business to really high, I was so burnt out. I was working 80 hours a week. I was literally glued to my office. I was building my new warehouse. I was hiring people like crazy. I was losing money left to right. And I had no life out of that other than working. It felt like, yes, you make so much money, but at the same time, you get so burnt out. And as women, we're such emotional beings. How can you literally have the hustle culture take over your life and not worry about other things that you want to do and keep balance of relationships, building your own life, having your dream partner and having kids and marriage and all the things down the road? I definitely feel like lifestyle business was something that I chose for myself. And I, ever since then, have made the decision to cut my team down so much more. Took a lot of losses, but I felt like it was a good reflection for me to learn what a real entrepreneur is. And being able to have a lifestyle business, a lesser team, the more lean team and more efficient, is way easier for me to manage rather than all the drama that it comes with like scaling and having a big business. How I was able to build my 6-figure salary was having a business that actually generates income and building it towards that. Been through the roller coaster of like up and down with business of wanting to make so much money and then not making a lot of money and then making so much money and then losing a lot of money. Like there's just so many different routes. You can definitely do this for yourself too if you guys just start a business that you know you're passionate about the industry. And I think that this is something that goes so unnoticed that people don't realize how easy it is to literally touch $100,000 based off of our phone or our laptop. Like what a time is it that we're able to live in this generation and have 100K sitting for us to just collect on our phones and our laptops. You can literally start a business from anywhere, from anything, as long as you have Wi-Fi, as long as you know what industry you want to get into or what you like to do. It's so easy. You just need the right strategy and just run with it. That's how I was able to build, is continuously work on my business while also having the time management. Third thing I did to build my 6-figure business, planning by quarter and going by my intuition and kicking back when I feel like I am overwhelmed. This falls into just really being in tune for yourself. So when you have a lifestyle business, you might not be making the goal or hitting the goal every single month and growing month by month, week by week. Your business also depends on you and your lifestyle. That's why it's called a lifestyle business. Your business is also going to be depend on the seasons of your life. How I'm able to also prioritize a soft life is knowing that every quarter you might not feel as good as you did last quarter, or every quarter might not be as hustle culture as the last quarter. But that's why prioritizing a soft life, which is maybe this quarter, you focus on your fitness, you focus on learning how to do Pilates, you focus on getting a certification for yoga, you focus on doing aerial yoga. And there's many different phases that us as women like to get into. And for me, definitely, I love just being able to learn like new things, especially with my fitness and my health. Like this quarter, I'm so into my fitness and my health, but next quarter, I'm planning for other things. This is how you prioritize a soft life and have it be balanced. Because week by week, it might not look like a big change, but if you can do it by quarter and stretch out your goals so that you can make the most you possibly can in your job or in your career, but also focus on other things, then you can also build a soft life. Knowing that things are going to happen, life is inevitable, but you can definitely just go with your intuition and feel like, okay, if this quarter is not aligned, I'm not able to make 50,000 or 100,000 this month, then what can I do to scale back this entire month and just focus on my baby's milestones, just focus on the intentional time or the travel or me doing just my prayers and going to church or going to the temple or literally doing fitness fitness. Like, what is it that you can do and focus on for that quarter so that you feel like the whole year is balanced instead of like changing it day by day? And I think that's a problem, is that even in my 20s, I thought that I had to do a really good balance throughout the week to have a balanced life. I realized as I age and time goes on, it's more stretched out in between the timelines versus the day. You might work 7 days a week and the day might look like an amazing, repeatable week that's getting leads, but you might feel overwhelmed. Kick it back a little bit. And it's not always about the money of how much you make. It's more of how you also feel. So a lifestyle business reflects that, but also living in a soft power reflects that too. Trusting your intuition and going and planning by quarters really see my year and the achievements and things that I was able to do in a year span time. We overestimate what we can do in a year and we underestimate what we can do in 10 years. And the real life growth comes with consistency, long-term building. Plan it by quarters and then see how that changes for you. The last thing that I have done to build my six-figure salary and soft life, just sharing my experiences and being in a community. I know that I am building my own first ever women's only membership community in 2026 that I'm going to nourish and commit to every single person that comes in there to also build them a six-figure salary and their own soft life. When I was able to join different community and groups and mentors that are women who are paving the way, who have more life experiences than me, who have been through more inevitable failures, have expectations on, or as a woman, it's just gotten so much easier and you feel less alone. Especially me moving across the country and starting over with the friendship, having to meet new people, being in different groups and becoming a mom and like learning all of these new things as parents, because it is a lot of work while also upkeeping your business and your content. Being in a community that also have like-minded people that were doing that was so important. It gets very lonely. Like, the entrepreneurship game is already lonely, and then now you're trying to change other things, reflect that, or even up level that or make more money. It gets even more lonely. So be a part of a community, find your tribe, find people that are going to love on you and not judge you for the goals that you have, get you closer to the person that you want to be, and they're going to see your vision for that. That's the problem, is that many people stay small is because they just continue living in the same city, in the same circle, in the same environment, going to the same places. So hard to grow where you grew up. It's so hard unless you continuously self-improve yourself and you continuously work on that and put yourself in different rooms. It's always going to be the same patterns, the same people, the same repeated cycles. That's what I found so much. That's why I think having a community is so important. And that's why I'm also creating my first ever online community for you guys, women only, all of us who have the same exact mindset to be together, to be pretty, paid, and powerful, to step us closer to our dream life and just truly be that kick-ass woman and in my spoiled and successful society. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Know that if you guys start implementing all of these as well, you can live the same way and even better. Please make sure you check out my podcast. I have been posting on there so much more. Don't forget to waitlist down below for Spoiled and Successful Society. Our community opens doors on January 1st, 2026 at 9 a.m. And I can't wait to mentor and be a part of your guys' tribe and community online and in person. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!